We got an out-of-conference Big Ten ACC game to start off week one on a Thursday night. What's better than that? So we got UNC traveling to Minnesota on a Thursday. Let's break down the game a little bit, and we'll start with UNC. So UNC's lost 4 starters on the offensive line from last year. Now they brought in 3 starters, hopefully to expect it to start for this year, but it'll be a relatively new and green offensive line. They haven't named a quarterback yet. It's either going to be Max Johnson, Connor Harrell, or Jacoby Criswell. It'll likely be Max Johnson, but they still have not named him yet. Their wide receivers will be great, or be good. They'll be solid. They bring back a decent amount of guys there, and Omarion Hampton will be awesome in the running back room. So their skill positions on offense will be pretty solid. Now on the defensive side of the ball, they have been abysmal the past 5 years in the Mac Brown era. So they got rid of Gene Chizik and they brought in Jeff Collins, old head coach of Georgia Tech. So they're hoping to be a little bit, take a little bit more risks and maybe blitz a little bit more, show some different things on defense. But we'll see how that goes. They have not been great so far. Let's flip it over to Mini. So Darius Taylor, running back for Minnesota, he'll be back for his sophomore year. He led the team rushing last year in just 5 games. So if he's healthy, he's going to have a pretty big breakout year. They got rid of Ethan Kaliakmanis. Thank God. He was really not all that great for Minnesota. And they brought in Max Brosmer. So we don't know how good he's going to be. He was the leading passer in FCS for New Hampshire. So you can hang your hat on that. You know, he succeeded in the FCS ranks. But we'll see how he does it in the Big Four. They have 4 returning starters on the offensive line, so they got a lot of meat up front. Obviously, the main guy is Arianta Urzuri. He's going to be, first team, all Big Ten, at least to start the season. And on defense, they returned 9 starters, 4 on the defensive line. They got 3 in the backfield, or linebackers, and 3 in secondary. So they're going to be pretty veteran, and especially up front with both offense and defense returning a lot up front. I think Minnesota has the edge in the trenches for this game. It's tough to say what Max Brosmer will be, but I think Darius Taylor will be the focal point of this offense, and I think they're going to want to get him the ball in space. And with a veteran defense, I think Minnesota can fare well enough to stop the Tar Heels. The Heels are going to be traveling for a Thursday night game to open the season. I just think that, the Tar Heels couldn't get it done with Drake May or Sam Howell, 2 elite NFL-level quarterbacks, and they've just fallen short of expectations. And now, without that kind of talent this year, what are they going to be? So give me Minnesota +2 and give me Minnesota on the money line.